Hi everybody, this is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys today? I am bringing you this really fun stamp set and this awesome project. This is the card we're going to be making today. We are using a stamp set called Be Jolly, and it is a fabulous stamp set out of the mini catalog. It features this adorable Santa Claus, but today I've chosen to feature the tree that's in this stamp set instead. I'm also pairing it with a stamp set called Inspired Thoughts, which I think is an amazing stamp set. The words are so great. There's 2 Christmas sentiments, but there's hello and sympathy and congratulations and thank you. So it's a really great stamp set to own for all of your word needs. So let's go ahead and move these out of my camera and we will get started with this adorable card. Now this paper comes also from the mini catalog in a suite called, I think it's called Sweet Stockings. Let me find it for you. Of course, when you want to find something quick, it never just pops into your space, does it? Let me just go to the index because that will be the fastest way. Page 31. Here we go. Yeah, Sweet Stocking Suite. And this is the paper right here. It has a whole bunch of critters. So adorable. We are going to be using this one right here that has the Christmas lights. There's also a really cute pup that is wrapped in Christmas lights. So he is fun, but this paper I've used for so many different Christmas projects. You don't even need to have the stamp set to use it. So think about that. The Be Jolly stamp set is located on page 29 of the mini catalog, and it is $21 in the US. If you need a copy of this catalog or any other, let me know. If you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would be happy to be your demonstrator and mail you out cards, catalogs. So let's go ahead and get started with our card. Here we go. So this is a piece of Pool Party cardstock. We're going to go ahead and fold that in half. It's 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to go ahead and give it a nice crease with our bone folder, like so. All right, so our background here is going to be this really cute paper. Like I said, look how cute the other side is. It's like you almost hate to cover it up, right? But my gosh, it's so precious. But before we attach our seal to it, you can see here in this card, we have this awesome glittery ribbon. It is so iridescent and pretty, and we are gonna attach that first. Now, the reason we are is because we don't wanna have to lift this up to tuck these pieces behind. So I'm just gonna turn it like that and lay it down. I'm gonna be using some mini glue dots, and I will use my Take Your Pick tool, which is one of my most favorite tools that I own. I'm going to use this pointy end, and I'm going to lift off a mini glue dot, and I'm going to attach it right here to the end of this paper. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. But just to be sure, because I do have quite a bit of ribbon that I've cut here that needs to tuck behind, I'm going to go ahead and add a second mini glue dot right next to that one above it on this one. And on this side, I'm going to go below. And then you will see I'm gonna bring that ribbon down and it will stick to those mini glue dots, just like that. This, I'm gonna find my next one right there, so I'm gonna cover it, tear this off, this gets discarded. And we can now apply our adhesive. Let's put a line right here, and here, and also here. All right, so let's go ahead and attach this onto our front. That looks pretty good to me. Now, yes, the ribbon is open on the inside, and I will show you why in a second. But first, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step. I have this piece here, and it is our cherry cobbler. It's the back for the basic white, and let's go ahead and measure the piece so that I can give you the measurements. The cherry cobbler is 2 1/4 by, it looks like 4 1/4, and the basic white is 2 by 4. So that's the sizes for these. And we're gonna go ahead and stamp them. I'm gonna grab a scrap piece of just some paper. and I'm gonna lay it down real quick right here. And I'm gonna open my ink pad. This is Old Olive, and it is the same color green as is in these bulbs right here. So that's why I chose it. We're gonna grab our stamp set, and we're gonna ink up our tree. It's so cute. And we're gonna stamp one off on this side. Ink it again. We're gonna stamp another one on this side, approximately around the same spot, and that's all the stamping for it. But I'm gonna ink it up one more time, and I'm gonna put a tree on the inside just to tie that tree in. Isn't it super cute? I'm gonna leave this out, and at the top, I'm also gonna ink up, this says, wishing you all the beautiful gifts of Christmas. And we're gonna go ahead and stamp that right there. So now we've done all the stamping for this card. So I'm gonna go ahead and close that up, and we're gonna clean our inks off of these stamps. So, and what I'm using here to clean them is called a chamois, and it is awesome. It cleans our stamps amazingly well. Let's go ahead and get these guys out of the way, and I don't need this scrap paper anymore. So that can go away, and let's go ahead and mount this piece onto its piece of cherry cobbler that is its mat. So let's go ahead and do that. This cherry cobbler just pops that Old Olive right off of there. So now I have stamped a tree onto a piece of basic white scrap, and I've colored it in with Stampin' Blends. These are what Stampin' Blends look like. They come in a variety of colors. I have colored them in ahead of time just to make it go a little quicker, but I will fussy cut this for you. So let's go ahead and work our way around. It doesn't take too long. It's fairly simple. Now, when I stamped this tree, I went ahead and stamped the star that's in the stamp set as well, right on top of that tree, so that it would have a star at the top. You can see that they're not attached, those two stamps, because down there I stamped the tree and it has no star. So this one is gonna be the star of this card, the one with the star. So let's go ahead, we're halfway there. Work our way around this cute little star and down here. It's fairly easy to cut this out. It's not a lot of work. And it's totally worth it for this adorable card. All right, around the trunk. And we're done. All right, so let's go ahead and put a few Stampin' Dimensionals, which are foam adhesive dots, onto the back of our tree. 2 should be enough, and I'm gonna use my Take Your Pick tool and pull the backs off. I love doing this because these end up on here and not on my craft room floor, and I can just purge them right into the trash can next to me. We're gonna attach this little tree a little bit higher than the other ones and right in the center of our little matted piece of paper. I think I'm gonna put a baby dimensional. Well, it's not really called a baby dimensional, it's a mini. I'm gonna put it behind this star back here because I think it needs it to give it something to hold on to. And I'm gonna also pull that backing right off, and then let's go ahead and stick it down. That's perfect. I should have done that prior, but glad I caught that. All right. So now this piece is going to get attached onto our card just like this. So here's our card, and we need to attach it. So let's go ahead and put our seal adhesive. I'm gonna go 3 lines across, and this is gonna get centered kind of in the space to the right of that ribbon. You know, do the best you can. It's a handmade card, so it's never going to be perfect, but that's the beauty of handmade, right? People know that you took your time to do it. So now I have another little piece. Look at how cute that ribbon is. I love all that iridescent glitter. So we're going to put it through here, and I'm going to tie it in the middle. Well, this is an organdy ribbon, so it ties knots fairly tight. So I'm actually going to pull it twice. So I'm going to pull, and then I'm going to go ahead and make another knot and then pull that one, and then that's the one I'm going to keep. That will make that center not just be a little bit more tight. I mean, be a little bit fatter, and I really like the look of that better. See, there's the little knot a little bit bigger. So we're just gonna play around with it. And then I have another pair of paper snips, not the ones that I used to cut the tree, but another pair that has this little dangle on it. And I use that just for ribbon. Before I had this dangle, I just had a piece of ribbon knotted up on the handle, which worked out just fine, but someone gave me that cute angel, so I've added it to my scissors, and I thought it was precious. So there's our ribbon. I've trimmed the edges off. And our cute card is complete. What do you guys think? Isn't it adorable? There's our inside with our tree. You can write a nice note. You can stick a picture of your family in there and just say Merry Christmas. Thanks for being so awesome. Hope your next year is great. Whatever you'd like to say. I really appreciate you guys watching me. I'm kind of new to YouTube. So if you don't mind helping me out, please like and comment, share and subscribe. And ask your friends to subscribe too. When you share my video, all you have to do is hit the little share button, and then you can share it to social media, or you can copy the link and then paste it into text messages and send it to friends and say, hey, check this out. I think you'd really enjoy this cute card. I would greatly appreciate that. I have been blogging for well over a year now, but I am kind of new to YouTube, so I would appreciate the help. Check out my blog, inkyhandswarmhearts.com. You can also check it out. There's a link in the description below. When you go there, you can access PDFs, measurements, and more fun projects. I'll have at least 3 videos with the same stamp set, but on my blog, there'll be 7 days of blogging with it, which means 7 days of different ideas. I blog every single day, so you will always have fresh ideas from me, and I greatly appreciate the loyalty and you guys watching me. I hope that you enjoyed this project. I have enjoyed sharing it with you, and please, like I said, give me a little comment. Let me know you were watching, that you enjoyed it, and if there's any stamp sets that you're interested in seeing, let me know. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I would love to be yours. If you do not have a demonstrator, contact me, and I would be happy to send you some catalogs. Thank you so much for watching, and this is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!